Boris Johnson and Ursula von der Leyen are yet to explain exactly what is going on in Brexit negotiations, a trade expert has claimed in an interview with Express. This week, the EU and the UK will push harder to strike an agreement on their future trade relationship after both sides agreed to go the extra mile. A deadline to finish the talks had been set for Sunday, but Prime Minister Boris Johnson and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen agreed to an extension after discussing the major sticking points in a phone call. According to a joint statement, the call had been constructive and useful. The statement added, "Our negotiating teams have been working day and night over recent days. And despite the exhaustion after almost a year of negotiations, despite the fact that deadlines have been missed over and over, we think it is responsible at this point to go the extra mile. We have accordingly mandated our negotiators to continue the talks and to see whether an agreement can even at this late stage be reached. The negotiations continue here in Brussels. The level playing field, conditions for business, how any trade deal might be implemented and fishing rights are the remaining issues in talks." In an exclusive interview with Express, Alan Winters, director of the Trade Policy Observatory at the University of Sussex, claimed there is clearly something Mr. Johnson and Ms. von der Leyen are not telling the public. He said, "It seems extraordinary that these set of issues have been around for 6-7 months. I reckon there is something else going on, something they are not telling us. Remember that 99.8% of the economy is not talked about in the press. It is just very strange that we have been fixed on just these three issues." Moreover, according to Mr. Winters, even if a deal is struck, it might take a long time before the future relationship is finalized. Mr. Winters predicted that a series of mini-deals that fall outside the Free Trade Agreement (FTA) will have to be negotiated well after the end of the transition period. He said, "If we get a deal, we will start negotiating again with the EU on all sorts of things that lie outside the FTA or at least that are in that grey area. Things for instance like airline landing, managing air traffic. I think that if we do get a deal now, there will be much more flexibility and we will try to negotiate around the edges." Professor Winters added, "I am almost certain that the trade deal will allow us to add new issues into it.